Funk, host of the one and only all live Periscope cast here on Periscope, all about Donald Trump. Trump Talk US. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's been a very stupid news day. I'm embarrassed. Welcome. I'm embarrassed about what I have to talk about today because the news has been so absolutely ridiculous today. So let's just go through some of the top crazy stories that the news is talking about and what really happened. Because what I try to do here on this show is make sure that all of our Trump supporting friends, everybody out there supporting Trump, has the information to refute these media lies. So when their friends or their coworkers or you're on Facebook, wherever you're at, and people are like, oh, Trump kicked a baby out, which is what we're talking about first, you have the whole story and know how to refute their ridiculous. We have to refute the media's lies because the media is so dishonest. It is our job as citizens to literally correct them and frankly continue to boycott them and avoid them until they start doing the news right. I mean, we have to do something about the media, which is just completely dishonest and in the tank. It's not even news. It's complete misinformation. It is a constant propaganda stream. Constant propaganda. So, propaganda number one of the day. Trump kicked a baby out of his rally. Hey, Deb. We're talking about the baby. Have you heard about the baby? So, Donald Trump was speaking at a rally. There was a woman who had a baby, a crying baby. Trump actually was very polite and said, I love the baby. Don't worry about it. I love babies. That's what we want. We want strong babies, healthy babies. Don't worry about it. And so the people were trying to help the woman get out. It's crowded at a Trump rally. It's crowded. They're trying to help her get out. And when Trump said that, everyone kind of stopped helping her, get out because they thought it's okay for the baby to keep crying. And so Trump went on, but then the baby kept crying. And the woman looked very uncomfortable. She looked uncomfortable, like, oh, I don't know what to do. I have this baby crying, and he's still crying, and it's still disruptive, but I don't. Trump said it was okay. And so Trump said, no, it's okay. You can get the baby out. She thought I was serious, that I wanted the baby to stay. No, it's okay. You can take the baby. So he's being nice to the woman, the media. Trump kicked out a baby. Trump did not kick a baby out. He kindly spoke with a woman whose baby was crying and tried to encourage her. And then when the baby was still crying, let her know that she could, in fact, go ahead and get out of the building and feel much more comfortable and deal with whatever the baby needed. Okay, so let's move on to the Purple Heart issue. Now, this has gotten even some of my best Trump people are getting foiled by this ridiculous issue, the Purple Heart issue. They have to find 2 or 3 things to complain about. This is what they complained about today. Apparently at the, I just watched it too. One of the recent rallies, I think, I'll remember it because I was watching it today, because I caught it, the moment when Donald Trump was talking about, he received a Purple Heart from a veteran, an individual at the rally, came up to Mr. Trump, said, Mr. Trump, I want to give you this. He handed Mr. Trump a Purple Heart. Mr. Trump said, thank you very much. This is yours, though. I couldn't possibly take it. And the veteran said, no, I want you to have it because I'm so proud of what you're doing and what the sacrifice you're making for our country. So, Trump kindly, and he could have said nothing. He could have said nothing at the rally. He could have not mentioned it and been like, okay, thank you so much. Go about his business. But instead, he told everybody about this veteran, brought him up on stage, had everyone congratulate the veteran for his service, had a wonderful moment with the veteran where he thanked him sincerely in front of everyone. And at that point, after he had already accepted the gift, he had already tried to turn it down. Everyone's like, why didn't he try to turn it down? He already did that. The veteran insisted that he keep it. It would be rude to continue to try to turn it down. You don't know what he did afterwards. For all we know, Trump made sure that he had a box of steaks when he went home. The media is just crazy. He did not glibly say, well, this is what he said, because when he was speaking to the veteran, he said, I've always wanted a Purple Heart. This was a lot easier than going to war and getting injured. Duh! He's making conversation. The media is out of control. Out of control. Still with Mr. Khan. Still with the Khan situation. Despite the fact that Mr. Khan has now had to remove his website involved in immigration services, trying to help people immigrate here, come here from various Middle Eastern countries. He is involved with the government as far as helping to import the Syrian refugee situation. He's deep, dudes. He has a lot of issues. And he has been a Sharia law expert and has written books from the words of the founding fathers of the Muslim Brotherhood. And what we're upset about is Mr. Trump said he really appreciates his service and he refuted his claims. And then the press asked him, what sacrifices have you made? And he said he has made some sacrifices. And they've been talking about it for 4 days, while they themselves smeared Gold Star family, the family of the fallen soldiers in Benghazi, who spoke at the DNC, after Hillary lied to her face. Yeah, it is. That's why I try to help, because it's really hard to stay. It's really hard to stay ahead of them. Now, in between all of that misinformation, you might have caught the press conference that the president, and we'll be so happy when I don't have to say that anymore in reference to Obama, when the president held a press conference with the Prime Minister of Singapore. Now, the president took this as an opportunity, 97 days. The president took this as an opportunity to explain how Donald Trump was unfit to serve for office, that he had no knowledge of foreign affairs, or any sort of, that he literally was just a danger to any and all future. Ridiculous, completely inappropriate, not the place, not the time. Doesn't matter. The president is there, dissing Donald Trump, national stage, Prime Minister of Singapore. You know what's funny, though? What's funny is that even sitting right there next to Obama, well, of course, the Prime Minister of Singapore, when it was his turn to speak, he mentioned that he felt that it was inappropriate forum to discuss election issues, and that the government of Singapore would be happy to work with whomever was elected president. So, looks like Obama got a little bit schooled on how you act presidential. And if you don't know how to act presidential, wouldn't that make you unfit? Yeah. And the beat goes on, you guys. We must continue to try to elect Donald Trump. Doesn't matter what the media does. Here's the thing. This is why the media is doing all this. They can't talk to us on the issues. They have no way to talk about taxes, to talk about trade, to talk about how we're using the military, how we're treating our veterans, border security. They have no plans on all of things that are viable. All of these, any plans that they do have are left-wing unicorn and puppies plans that we can't pay for. Still talking about things like free college and climate change, when we need to worry about international terrorism, how we bring our jobs back, how we adjust the global economy, which has been completely manipulated by international interests, and how we restore our national fiscal sovereignty. These are the issues we have to deal with. We don't have time to figure out how to give bankers some more money on some carbon tax, and we don't have time to worry about whose bathroom everybody is using, and we certainly... We just don't have time for all this crap. We have to fix our country. The only way we're going to do that is to elect Donald Trump. And the left knows that. The establishment knows that. They know that the only way they're going to keep their gravy train is if they defeat Trump. That's why they'll say anything and do anything. They can't defeat us on the issues. So they're going to keep coming up with new stuff. So this is why I'm going to keep telling you what really happened, and you're going to go out and tell your friends what really happened, and we're going to keep cutting down all these media stories every single day. Every single day. New story, cut it down. New story, cut it down. We're going to do it every day, guys. We got 97 days till Trump. That's what I'm saying. So, let's do my Trump reason of the day. Trump reason of the day. And this one is from actually all my burner friends, because I know in the Bernie campaign, one of the most important issues that the burners had was they do not want to pass the Trans-Pacific Partnership. No TPP. You saw the signs of the DNC convention. No TPP. No TPP. And in fact, Donald Trump has never been for the TPP. He's not for other trade agreements, and he's for, at least, in the very least, renegotiating the trade agreements that we already are involved in so that we are no longer getting screwed over by countries that refuse to comply with the agreements, with the parameters of the agreement as they themselves sign them. China does not follow the agreement. Japan does not follow the agreement. None of these agreements, NAFTA, none of these countries are following their side of the agreement, and we're not enforcing it at all. So, how you enforce things is you go in and you renegotiate, and if they're unwilling to renegotiate, then you withdraw from the deal until they are willing to renegotiate, which they will be because it benefits them, and renegotiating will benefit you. So, we have to do that. But we can't keep adding additional agreements. Now, I find it very classy that the Prime Minister of Singapore would come and be that nonpartisan about his statements about the future president, because he came to advocate for the TPP, as was Obama advocating for the TPP. Now, you tell me how Hillary Clinton says she's not for the TPP, but Obama, who endorses her, and the whole party, TPP. All pro-TPP. She was pro-TPP. It was the gold standard. And then she started running against Bernie, and the Bernie people are like, no TPP. And she's like, yeah, no TPP. Because she's a liar. She lies and she says whatever she needs to get into office. So, my reason of the day. If you do not want the Trans-Pacific Partnership to be signed, burners, seriously, I'm speaking to you specifically. If you don't want TPP, if you were serious when you put no TPP, TPP slash circle, if you were serious, your only choice is going to be Donald Trump, because Hillary Clinton for the TPP. She's just lying to your face. Gary Johnson, open borders, globalist, totally going to go get you involved in TPP. He's for this kind of stuff. Jill Stein is a caver. She's going to cave. If she wasn't going to cave, she would have run for president against Bernie, and she might have done well. But she didn't have the balls. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not saying that in a woman way. I'm saying she did not have the gumption to do it for herself. So, she's not going to be none of these people. Even if they were to win, which they won't. There's only two people who could possibly win this race. Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump. Only one of them is actually against the TPP. That is Donald Trump. So, if you want no TPP, you want Trump. Straightforward. Let's talk about the rallies, you guys. Lots of rallies, as I said, and we talked about some of these already, but we're just going to go breezing through them. Wednesday, tomorrow, Daytona Beach, Florida, 3 p.m. These are all Trump rallies. Trump will be there. Jacksonville, Florida, 7 p.m. On Thursday, Portland, Maine, 2 p.m. On Friday in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I keep forgetting to look up the last ones. I get excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a Trump and Mike Pence rally in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And I'm right down the time. You know why? I'm almost close enough to drive there. That's a little bit why I get excited. Not quite. We're coming. We're getting there. Mike Pence is going to be doing 2 rallies. Denver, 2 p.m. Colorado Springs, 6 p.m. That's on Wednesday. On Thursday, he has 3 rallies. 3 rallies. Mike Pence has 3 rallies on Thursday. He is kicking butt. Let me just say for a minute. Mike Pence, good job, man. Really out there, hitting the trail hard, supporting Trump, advocating for Mr. Trump, bringing the people in, bringing the voters in, bringing the Republican Party together. I'm just very, very proud with Mike Pence. Good job, Mike. Really good job. Thursday, he's in Raleigh, North Carolina at 10 a.m. He's in Virginia Beach, Virginia at 3 p.m. And he's at Norfolk, Virginia at 7 p.m. And then, of course, he will be with Trump on Friday in Green Bay. Kicking butt. Trump Pence. Kicking booty. Let's do the Trump hotties, you guys. as always. I like to pick, one of the things I like about Trump Hotties is not just, these cute girls with models who like, oh, I think I could like Trump. I'm going to get some pictures of me in my bikini, which I don't mind that. I'm sharing them. But I love the like girl next door. This could just be your neighbor. She's just clearly, put on her nice outfit or whatever, got cute, and took a Trump picture. And so this girl next door, but sometimes the girl next door looks like she, actually probably does beauty pageants in her spare time and is using that as a way to get through college. And this is our Trump Hottie of the day. So, there we go. See if I can lean it up. Yes, see? Okay. She just looks like, this is like the casual wear. But see, she's just in her house. Her Trump sign's still kind of crumply. I can tell she actually took it to a rally. And she's just the tiniest little sweet girl next door who knows that she needs to vote for the right candidate, Donald J. Trump. And that's the best girl next door we can possibly have. The ones who know how to vote to make America great again. So, you can, of course, always find me here at Trumpetarian. Always there. You can always send me the emails at trumptalkus@gmail.com. Friendly happiness. Deb emails me some fun stuff, keeps me in the loop on things I might miss. Or, we have chats. I'll chat back. I'm a chatter. www.trumptalk.us. You can catch all of our back episodes. As always, right there on YouTube. So if you want to share them after Periscope makes them less available, or for people who don't do Periscope, there you go. And we will see you again tomorrow. I'm getting ready to do a new special edition. I'm not sure what we're gonna do it on. We've covered so many of the latest issues. I am gonna post some of the press releases from DonaldJTrump.com on the recent scandal and hubbubaloo, because it's always great just to read what Trump has to say in response directly to the dishonest media. And tomorrow we're going to figure out what crazy dishonest stories they have, and we'll sort it out. You, me, little Trumpy, we're going to sort it out. 97 more days, and we're going to elect Donald Trump, and we're going to take our country back, and we're going to make America great again. Go Trump, everybody. See you tomorrow.